Hello and welcome. I'm the Ten Man, and this is Elder Scrolls Total War Faction Vote. Yes, I'm going to be doing Elder Scrolls Total War, along with my other two Divide and Conquer series, Enlargers and Veil, and yes, I'm back! More videos will be coming. But anyways, down in the comments below, put your top 3 factions that you want me to play as. It has to be 3 factions. Any of these factions, but it has to be 3 of them. 3 factions. Make sure you understand this. 3 factions. So we have the Tamriel army, the strengths, the best army in all respects. The weaknesses is poor variety of cavalry and mages. Obviously this is, the Imperials, basically Romans. We have the Kingdom of Daggerfall. Strengths boast a strong infantry. Oh, I'm sorry. And with the Tamriel Empire, it is the biggest faction, biggest starting faction. Kingdom of Daggerfall boasts a strong infantry and magicians, and weaknesses few spearmen, with the Knights of the Dagon, with the dragon. They start in this tiny little area up here. Basically, the British. Yeah, no, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna guess medieval British, kind of like Bretonia, maybe. Clan of the Crowned, some Red Guards. Strengths, a good set of infantry and strong cavalry. Weaknesses, weak archers. They have some cataphracts. The Kingdom of Wyrm. I think this is also Breton. Yep, Breton. Strengths boast a strong infantry and magicians. Weaknesses, heavy infantry are weaker than the opponent's heavy infantry. So, weak heavy infantry. The Kingdom of the Orcinum. Strengths has a good all-around mix of units, with the infantry preferring to wield swords or axes instead of spears. The weaknesses are the absence of heavy cavalry, archers. Oh, and their archers are also very weak. So, an infantry-based faction who starts up in these mountains. The Kingdom of Skyrim. Strengths, heavy infantry, specializing in two-handed weapons. Sons of Skyrim, courageous and hardy. Weaknesses, weak cavalry and very few spearmen. So again, very strong infantry. I'm guessing more elite heavy infantry, while the Orcinum have just strong infantry all around. The Aldmeri Dominion, super power, kind of like the 3 superpowers so far are really Tamriel Empire, Kingdom of Skyrim, and Aldmeri Dominion. Although the Aldmeri Dominion, I think, is the most powerful because they're kind of isolated, so they can choose how they want to come in. Strengths, abundant and cheap infantry, supported by strong magicians. Weaknesses, little cavalry and weak infantry. So they're more. Their focus is more on their magicians doing a lot of the damage. Clans of the Black Marsh, the Argonians. We are Argonians. Strengths have good archers and numerous militia. A lot of different militia infantry units. Weaknesses, weak heavy infantry and little cavalry. So they have really good archers and an abundance of different units to choose from. However, they don't have the greatest heavy infantry, and they don't have much in the way of cavalry. Clan of the Forebears, also Red Guards, good infantry and archers. Weaknesses, no heavily armored infantry, with the Forebears pikemen. The Kingdom of Palatine, the Khajiit. Strengths, excellent archers and infantry diverse, well hidden in the forest. Weaknesses, weak cavalry and not enough heavy infantry. So, that's not fantastic. Kingdom of Anaquina, I think. Good infantry, fast and excellent cavalry, lacks heavy infantry. Alright. Tribunal Temple has a strong infantry and crossbowmen. Riders are weak, like all factions of Morrowind. So all of our cav would be terrible. Greathouse Dagoth puts on the battlefield terrible creatures that strike fear in others, numerous magicians, powerful heavy infantry, but they lack professional armies. So basically a horde of sorts, I'm guessing. Greathouse Wyrm has a strong and trained infantry, weak cavalry, and obviously Greathouse Telvanni, powerful mages, including combat mages. Is that what they mean? Weak cavalry and infantry. Greathouse Hlalu as a... Oh, no, I was starting to read the wrong thing. Strengths, cheap troops, and a good set of archers. Weaknesses, weak cavalry, very little heavy infantry. So, barely any infantry. Well, heavy infantry. Strengths, numerous and Greathouse dress, I'm sorry. Strengths, numerous and outlandish infantry troops. Good archers. Weaknesses, very weak cavalry. So, these are all of the different factions. I will be playing on hard difficulty for both. And remember, the top 3 factions. It has to be 3 in your comment. 3 factions. They can literally be 3 of the same faction of sorts, but they just have to be 3 different factions, you know? Like, you could literally just say Greathouse, Greathouse, Greathouse. Okay, as long as you say 3 factions, please. And there will be more Madras and more Vale coming up during the next few weeks, as long as my computer stays alive. I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.